You spend about 26 years of your life asleep. That's 1/3 of your entire existence gone. Just darkness. If you live to 80, you'll sleep for nearly 3 decades. Think about what you could do with that time. Learn every language, master every skill, build entire civilizations. So what if we just stopped? What if humanity collectively decided sleep was obsolete? For the first day, it feels like a superpower. You wake up on day 1 and there's no grogginess, no hitting snooze, no coffee required. You just exist, fully alert, for 24 straight hours. Your brain is flooded with dopamine. You're productive, creative, unstoppable. That project you've been putting off? Done. That book you wanted to write? 3 chapters in. The entire human species suddenly has 8 extra hours every single day. Global productivity explodes, stock markets surge, factories run triple shifts, scientists make breakthroughs because they can work without interruption. We've unlocked infinite time. This is the greatest evolutionary leap in human history, or so it seems. By day 3, something's wrong. Your reaction time slows by 30%, you're reaching for objects and missing. Words feel harder to find, like they're stuck behind glass. Your co-workers are making mistakes they'd never make normally. Your immune system starts shutting down. White blood cell production drops. That minor cold you ignored? It's getting worse. Sleep deprivation affects your brain the same way alcohol does. After 72 hours without sleep, your cognitive function is equivalent to being legally drunk, except you can't sober up. There's no off switch. And here's the terrifying part. You don't realize how impaired you are. Your brain lies to you. You feel fine, even as your judgment collapses. Pilots are making fatal errors. Surgeons are operating with trembling hands. Engineers are approving designs with critical flaws they can't see anymore. The world is running on autopilot and nobody's actually paying attention. Now you are officially 1 week in, and that's when the hallucinations start. Your brain begins inventing reality to fill the gaps. Shadow people in your peripheral vision. Voices calling your name from empty rooms. Objects moving when you're not looking. This isn't supernatural, it's neurological. Your brain needs REM sleep to process information, to separate real memories from noise. Without it, the walls between imagination and reality dissolve. People are seeing things that aren't there. Conversations that never happened feel like vivid memories. Paranoia spreads like wildfire because nobody can trust their own perception anymore. Society starts fracturing. Governments declare states of emergency, but the officials making those decisions are just as impaired. Laws are passed that make no sense. Infrastructure projects are greenlit without anyone noticing the glaring errors. And the accidents. Car crashes spike by 600%. Construction sites become death traps. Hospitals overflow with injuries from people who simply couldn't coordinate their own bodies anymore. We thought we'd gained infinite time. Instead, we're watching civilization fall apart in slow motion. After 30 days, your body begins cannibalizing itself. Without deep sleep, human growth hormone production stops. Your muscles atrophy, bones weaken, wounds don't heal properly. A paper cut from week 1 is still open, infected, spreading. Your cardiovascular system is collapsing. Heart disease rates triple. Strokes become commonplace. People in their 20s are having heart attacks. Memory formation is completely broken. You can't encode new memories anymore. Every day resets. You meet the same person 5 times and don't remember any of the previous encounters. Diabetes becomes epidemic. Without sleep, your body can't regulate blood sugar. Insulin resistance skyrockets. The global death toll is catastrophic. Hospitals are overwhelmed, morgues run out of space, mass graves are dug because there's nobody left with the cognitive function to perform proper funerals. And the survivors? They're not really alive. They're zombies, walking, talking, but fundamentally broken. Within 2 months, organized society ceases to exist. Power grids fail because the engineers monitoring them are hallucinating. Water treatment plants shut down because nobody can remember the maintenance schedules. Supply chains evaporate. Currency becomes meaningless. What's the point of money when nobody can focus long enough to conduct a transaction? Governments dissolve, not through revolution, but through sheer incompetence. Leaders give speeches that are just word salad. Laws contradict themselves. Borders become irrelevant because there's nobody left to enforce them. Humanity fragments into small tribes, huddled around whatever resources they can scavenge. Language itself starts breaking down. Complex sentences become impossible. Communication reverts to grunts, gestures, desperate pointing. Agriculture collapses. Farmers can't remember planting cycles. Crops rot in fields. Livestock starves because nobody remembers to feed them. This is the death of civilization, not from war, not from disease, but from the simple absence of rest. But here's the strange part. Some people adapt. A tiny fraction of humanity, maybe 1 in a million, develops a mutation. Their brains start microsleeping while awake. Brief moments, just seconds long, where parts of their brain shut down and reboot. It's not real sleep. It's a desperate evolutionary hack, but it's enough to survive. These people become the new baseline, Homo sapiens 2.0, a species that never fully rests, existing in a permanent state of partial consciousness. They're slower, less creative, emotionally blunted, but they're alive. And over generations, humanity forgets what true sleep even was. It becomes mythology. Ancient humans, they say, used to lie down for hours and enter another world. Dreams, they called them. Visions from the subconscious. It sounds absurd. Who would waste a third of their life unconscious? So why do we sleep at all? Sleep isn't rest, it's maintenance. Your brain is doing more work while you sleep than when you're awake. During deep sleep, your brain flushes out toxic proteins that build up during the day. Beta amyloid, tau proteins, the same compounds linked to Alzheimer's. Every night, your brain power washes itself. During REM sleep, your brain processes memories, emotions, experiences. It's reorganizing your neural networks, deciding what to keep and what to discard. Dreams aren't random, they're your brain running simulations, testing scenarios, preparing you for future threats. Sleep regulates hormones: cortisol, melatonin, growth hormone, leptin, ghrelin. Without it, your entire endocrine system collapses. Sleep strengthens your immune system. While you're unconscious, your body mass produces cytokines, the proteins that fight infection and inflammation. Sleep is when your body repairs DNA damage. Cellular regeneration happens almost exclusively during sleep. We didn't evolve sleep because it was convenient. We evolved it because without it, we die. Sleep feels like wasted time, like a design flaw in the human operating system. But it's not a flaw, it's a feature. Sleep is the price we pay for consciousness, for memory, for sanity, for being human. The universe doesn't care about productivity, it doesn't reward hustle. Evolution optimized us for survival, and survival requires rest. So that 26 years you spend asleep? It's not lost time. It's the time that makes all the other time possible. Without sleep, we don't become superhuman. We become nothing at all. Sweet dreams.